Hola mis amigos and welcome back to Voces Latinas. We hope you enjoyed that music video. Awesome video. Como siempre, música caliente para todos ustedes. We're here with my gran amigo Rich Boyer. He is 37 years as a UAW and committeeman, and he's right here on Voces Latinas, currently running for vice president of the International UAW, correct?
Correct.
Bienvenido otra vez.
Okay.
Great information you've been presenting here. We're talking about there's an election coming up at the international level, and you are running for vice president. And one of the questions I wanted to ask you is, why is this election so important?
Well, I think it's so important because like I stated earlier, going with the transformation from the combustion engine to the EVs, I think that we have to stay strong.
Okay.
I think that we have to understand that job security is important.
Okay.
We have to understand that tiers are important. So I think that's one of the things that
You're running for vice president. What all does a vice president do representing the entire international union?
Well, my job would be, okay, let me explain how it works.
As a negotiator, right?
Yes.
You're going to negotiate contracts.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me explain how it works.
Sure thing.
Okay, so when you go into national negotiations, you're broke up into sub-councils. So the sub-councils take care of a lot of the rules that are in the day-to-day operations in the plant. The vice president's responsibility is job security and all the benefits and monetary gains that we get at the table.
Okay.
Job security, as far as product being placed in plants and things of that nature, that would be my responsibility.
Okay. Let me ask you this, with everybody else that's running for this position as a vice president, what separates Rich Boyer from the rest of the clan?
Well, let me say this. Rich Boyer was the president of Detroit Axle for 9 years. I was able to negotiate 3 local contracts. When the International used to take the position that we didn't take the local agreements to the membership until the national agreement, until all the locals had local agreements. Well, they stopped that, and they pretty much fended for themselves. But I was still able to negotiate 3 local contracts at Detroit Axle and 1 at Warren Truck. Now, here's the thing that separates me. The incumbents that I'm running against have been in these jobs for 20 years plus. A, I think that they're out of touch with the membership. B, when they were when 13, we were under federal guidelines from 11 to 15 because of the $25 billion that the Obama administration gave us. So we were locked into a no-strike clause from 11 to 15. But in 15, we had a beneficial contract, or we had a good year. The company was profitable. And 19, we gave up COLA, we gave up job security, we gave up job bank, we gave up overtime after 8 hours. These things were all given up, but they weren't given up, they were suspended. So my question is, we've had the same people negotiating the contracts. In 15 and 19, they had the chance to go get these things back for the membership, but they chose not to.
Okay.
And in my mind, you're supposed to represent the membership.
That is awesome.
If you knew in 15 and you knew in 19 that the companies, all 3 were profitable, they should have went to that table and looked out for their people. And if we put the same people back in them positions, what are they going to do when the EV transition comes along?
Okay.
I'm concerned with that.
Sure thing. I'm sure everybody is. In reference to the UAW, and of course, a lot of the workers, a lot of them have lost faith nowadays, as you know, with the UAW because of corruption and all kinds of other stuff going on, spending money, union dues that hasn't been fair, or a lot of people don't even know where their money really goes. What's your say on all that?
Well, my say is this. Myself, I'm with another on a slate that's going against the International. We're called Members United. Our position is this. The corruption that was going on should have been caught a long time ago. There's checks and balances in place, and for some reason, one guy'd get caught, they trickle down to the next guy, he'd get caught, trickle down to the next guy, he'd get caught, and all these guys were all together for 20 years. So it's hard for anybody to believe that not all of them knew anything about it, that they didn't know anything. But if we don't get integrity back at the international level, how do we expect the membership to follow us?
Exactly.
You know, organizing is a very important thing. It's very, very important. But until we get our house in order, how do we expect to organize? We're throwing good money after bad money because people don't believe in us anymore because of the corruption.
Sure thing. Well, amigos, once again, estamos aquí hablando con Rich Boyer. We're talking with Rich Boyer. He's running for vice president of the UAW, International UAW. And in closing, I want to ask, why should everyone vote for you? Go ahead and take it away.
Okay, here's my thoughts. Everybody should vote for me because, 1, honesty. integrity, the membership. The membership. I have never lost touch with the membership. Every day to day for the last 37 years, I get up in the morning, I walk to that plant, I go to the shop floor. I keep in touch with the people. The folks that are in office now haven't been in these plants for over 20 years. We have to get back to the grassroots and understand that our job is to negotiate for the people we represent, for their families, for their livelihoods, to ensure that they've got good health care, they've got pensions, to make sure they can feed their families. I think that the only way to do that is get back through integrity. Rich Boyer and Members United will do this. We have one goal and one goal only, to bring integrity, honesty, and pride back to the UAW.
Mr. Rich Boyer, all the best to you, okay? Felicidades, and we're wishing you all the luck in the world that you become the Vice President of the International UAW, okay? I want to thank you for taking time to come to Voces Latinas TV show. Once again, happy National Hispanic Heritage Month. And amigos, once again, this is Rich Boyer. Tu voto es su voz. Your voice is your vote. Right here, para todos ustedes, on Voces Latinas TV show. Go ahead, take it away.
One thing I'd like to say, the ballots will be coming to your house. They'll be mailed out on October the 17th. You'll have roughly 2 to 3 weeks to mail them back. Take the time to fill the ballot out.
Excellent.
Take the time to put it out and put it in the mail. This is one of the most important elections we're going to have in years. Take the time. This is your future. This is our future. I win, we win.
Gracias.
That's the way I see it.
Gracias. We'll leave you right here on Voces Latinas. Take it away.